50 random facts about me, or well, concerning me, I guess. Sounds like there's no time to lose, so let's do this. I share the same birthday as Blanka from Street Fighter. Whoa! I've even used it as sort of a conversation starter until I found out that Charles Darwin also shares the same birthday. That might even be a bit cooler. Whenever I eat a tangerine or a mandarin, I don't really know what the difference is, I always tend to remove all the white stringy thingies before I actually eat it. I lived in Germany for 2 years. Jawohl! It was from when I was 2 till I turned 4, so don't really remember a lot of that. Speaking of Germany, when I was 16, I guess, in high school we had an exchange project with German students. First they spent a week in our household and then half a year later we would go over there. But the German guy that stayed in my house, he didn't want me to stay in his house, so I was placed in a different household. My most played song or songs in iTunes is from the A Tale of Two Sisters soundtrack. Ooh. I can be pretty anal when it comes to ordering my movies alphabetically. And I get pretty annoyed by, for example, the Evil Dead. You got Evil Dead 1 and 2 and Army of Darkness, which is the 3rd Evil Dead movie, but should I place it here or under the A? Another example are the Reanimator movies. The sequels are called Bride of Reanimator and Beyond Reanimator, but I want to put them here and not under the B. It's like, ugh. I have a cool roommate. I'm not a big gamer at all, but whenever I do play a game, it's usually one that I used to love when I was younger. I used to be in this little hip-hop group called Hartslag, and back in 2006-07 we even did a few gigs. Oh yeah! People never mistake me for a Johnny Depp. However, here on YouTube I get quite some comments, people saying that I look like Sacha Baron Cohen, or specifically his Borat character. I save the most random pictures to my computer. I don't know why, it's just a thing I do, I guess. I am in a loving interracial relationship with a beautiful Hispanic girl. I have a pretty extreme fear of heights, I think. I mean, I really dislike heights. I live what I think is closest possible to the tower of the church of my city. I keep a list of all the movies I watch, and I started doing this back in 2010. The first real concert I guess I attended was an Eminem show back in 2003. It was pretty awesome. It had Xzibit and Cypress Hill as an opening act, and Eminem himself was joined by 50 Cent, D12 and Obi Trice. But the best hip-hop show, in my opinion, that I've seen was Check the Rhyme back in 2009. This show featured the Beatnuts, Lords of the Underground, The Alcoholics, Parrish, Jeru the Damaja and Helter Skelter. Was insane! I like certain dishes better when they're reheated in a microwave the day after than when they're freshly made. I take my iPod even when I have to go out for like 1 minute, and most of the time I don't even hear a single song because it's always on Mega Shuffle, and before I come across a song that I actually want to listen, I've already arrived at the place of destination. One time I sort of bruised both my arms when I was a little bit drunk and tried to stage dive on one friend, or I tried to jump over him. We're still not really clear on that one. After the first time I failed my driver's test, my instructor suggested that I should have my eyes tested. I've been wearing glasses, well, contacts now ever since. Yeah. You know, sometimes a song or a certain album can remind you of a moment or a certain place in time. With one album, 3 songs on it specifically, I have that, but the problem is I can't put my finger on what it actually reminds me of, or when, or where, or it's actually really hard to explain. It's pretty frustrating. My first email address was skaterjeroen@hotmail.com. I've made quite some hip-hop beats myself and I love them. And I don't really feel bad about saying that. I don't think it's cocky or anything. I mean, if you make something, of course you'd like it, why else make it? Whenever I hear a song, I usually see it in a sort of landscape, like with colors and shapes. It could be a form of synesthesia. I'm not saying I have synesthesia, but I am fascinated by synesthesia. So much that I even based my graduation short film on that condition. When I'm recording for a YouTube video, I usually have to stop like every 15 minutes because of the damn church bells. I am one of those kids that were inspired by CKY and Jackass in my teens. Although I was always like too much of a pussy to do the actual hardcore stuff. I have a fear of the dark, although I'm not sure if that actually describes what I mean. For example, like when it's night and it's dark inside and I have to go up the stairs, I'll go super quick because I'm afraid of something out there. And that's not super cool, but it is a random fact. I never turn off a movie while watching it. Whenever like halfway through the movie I realize that I'm not gonna like this movie at all, and when I'm on my computer I just like turn up the playback speed so that the movie will be finished faster. When I went to what I'd say is the Dutch equivalent of the American prom, I won a prize for coolest shoes. What was I thinking? It really frustrates me when I can't think of the name of a song or a movie and it goes on for years. And I get super excited when I actually find out. For example, most recently, when I was much younger I saw this slasher flick, I guess, with a kid who killed people. I never knew what movie it was. All I remembered was like a few scenes and that the kid was called Mikey or something. Turns out the movie is called Mikey. I've never seen a Pirates of the Caribbean movie, or is it Caribbean? Also never seen a Transformer movie, and I've only seen the first Harry Potter movie, the first Star Wars movie, and the first Lord of the Rings movie. Oh, and I also never saw Titanic. When I was younger I had braces. I know it's not really noticeable, the result, but and I also had this outer headgear brace. I have no idea how it's called, but it made you go walk around like this. I hated that stuff, man. I love cats. I mean, sure, dogs are cool and they care about you and doesn't matter. Cats are just awesome, really. Yeah, they're just amazing. I'm not that much of a traveler, but I've seen a few cool places. For example, I've been to Kenya, if that's how you pronounce it. Well, it's pretty awesome. I suck at eating spicy food. At my parents, we used to have this cute little pet bird, but he got a tumor which grew to the size of his chest, and we had to put him to sleep because he couldn't even fly anymore. It would, yeah, that was pretty sad. When I first met my my now girlfriend, she thought that I was gonna kill her or sell her. Yeah, it's a great start to a loving relationship. I recently found out that I still have my MySpace profile. Oh! I have quite a small family. I got one brother, one girl cousin and 4 guy cousins. That's, well, and the uncles and aunts and stuff, of course, but in the picture. I really enjoy reading all the comments I get on my YouTube videos, and I actually read everything. And I've only been freaked out once before by this guy who sent me these videos. What up, gangsters? The most disturbing movies videos. My favorite 9 seconds on YouTube are these.
Pretty much everywhere, it's gonna be hot. Try that?
Then I don't need a jacket. Thanks, Arthur.
I'm never able to drive a car normally in my dreams. I hate adding annotations to YouTube videos. Ever tried it? It's a pain in the ass. It takes forever to get the timing correctly and they never turn out the way you imagined it. And besides on mobile devices, you don't even see them. It's like... I tend to meowify every song in the world. Like do the song but with just the word meow. Meow, 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 meow. I got my first digital photo camera almost 10 years ago in 2004, and I still have basically every photo I've taken since. I sort of get annoyed when people comment on my videos that I should check or review watch a movie that I've already covered, especially on the most disturbing movies video series. I mean, when there are 7 parts, the chances that I covered one of the more popular disturbing movies, it's pretty big. I love hip-hop music, like I really do. But I never really tell people that up front because I'm afraid they'll associate it with like popular rap on the radio nowadays and the stereotypical things about the hip-hop and stuff. And I don't really want people to associate that with me. I have this special playlist on iTunes where every now and then I add a song to that I can honestly listen to over and over again, or songs that are just special to me for whatever reason. And the last one, it might be a little bit of a weird and sad thought, but I've been saying for quite a few years now that I would like to have The Last Waltz from the Old Boy soundtrack played at my funeral. Yeah. I didn't really write an ending for this video, but because the last fact was a little bit sad, I thought, well, I'll just add a little ending to it, being this part. Thank you for watching.